Hey guys, this is Garrett with LH Thomson Company again. Welcome back to the channel. We have a good one for you guys today. We're actually going to go out onto the shop floor and have a chat with some of the machinists and their day-to-day activities so you guys can get a feel of that and have a conversation with them about what it's like to be a machine operator in an environment that is AS 9100 certified and what it's like to manufacture even other parts that aren't technically aerospace parts but have to be held to those same standards, more along the lines of Blake Thompson stuff. So let's go out there. So one interesting thing about this specific Makino that we had, this was the first one that we brought in-house here. I believe my grandfather bought it in 2002. And this was like his pride and joy. This was one of the first really big head honcho, mass-producing, automated machines we really brought in here. We had old Fadals and stuff, which is a company that went out of business a long time ago. But this was one of the first Makinos that he brought in, and it was really his pride and joy. And it's been pumping out parts for 20 years, over 20 years. And I think he might have even bought it a little bit used. I don't think it was brand new when he bought it, but it's been pumping out parts. And recently we had to replace a couple things on it, and we had a rep from Makino come out here, and he actually broke it down, opened up all of the circuit breakers and panels and everything and hoses. And he was like, wow, like this is one of the best Makinos for this age, this old, with this many hours. It's been kept up in pristine condition, because here at Thomson, like this is what keeps the lights on. These machines are what keeps the lights on. So that level of quality and care that we have here for our machines and the employees here that have the pride of keeping their workstations clean and efficient and running right and make sure the maintenance is kept up on all of this stuff is really, really cool. And we're gonna bring Otis out here in a second to talk about what he does and what runs on this machine and just how well it's been running in and been dialed in for over 20 years. And if something's broke, you just don't fix it. And good maintenance, good quality, good service on a machine like this, it'll last a lifetime or at least half a lifetime. So that's pretty cool. So let's go talk to Otis. One more cool tidbit of information about this specific Makino here. My grandfather actually came with a pretty cool little invention or addition to this specific machine. So most Makinos, they run on a 4-axis. They're all 4-axis machines. All the Makinos that we have here are 4-axis. You can get into 5-axis machining, but this right here, my grandfather invented this so that when you are actually on this, it kind of turns into a faux 5-axis a little bit. And basically you can machine from different parts. 5-axis is you can machine from all different angles no matter what, X, Y, Z, all the axes. But this allows it to spin, and you can now machine on different sides on the same part. Kind of like a 5-axis, sort of, but this was like his workaround of it.
My background is like I used to work at Kumar Tire. You know, we had a lot of stuff we had to do with making the machine run pretty good. With this, it's like the same setup, but it's different because, you know, we're making bike parts instead of tires. With this, it's all about making sure you got everything in place, the right methods of what you're using. It's great. It's a great job. This right here, it's a great job.
And how many parts can you run about in an hour?
In an hour, I run like, I say 20 parts in an hour.
Okay.
You know, get it nice and taut. Okay, everything's good. Now I'm finna M60 because I got one in there right now. I think that one's done. I'm finna M60 around so I can run the other one. Fit the M60, I'm finna take that pallet, make that pallet come on the inside so I can run that one, and take this one out and put it on the outside so I can take them loose and deburr them.
Sweet.
Now watch this. Now it's on now, and I mesh my hand pallet hand. It lifts up. And there's the next one coming down. And I pull that down right there to keep any chips or anything from flying out. And it starts to run.
So once all those those parts there, they're done on the machine process. They get wiped off, they get washed off. And then you gotta check them to make sure that they're dimensionally correct. That there's no cracks, or like everything about them.
That's right.
They're good to go to get coated and good to go out the door. So
That's right.
what's the checking process?
Okay, the checking process, I use my checks with we use for the LHT, the checks. I'm gonna use this.
And a lot of these gauges and stuff we made in-house, or we had them custom made, and they're all dialed in and checked, and everything about them is to the T.
That's right. But I place this in here, just like that. It can't go this way because it won't fit, but I turn it this way where the upside is up. I sit this in here.
And that means it's a good part.
That's right. And then I use this to go around, make sure everything in line. And then when it go around, it's good. But when it's red in there, and then the red is stopped, and let you know that everything's secure and everything locked in.
And if the red fits through, then it's a bad part.
Yeah, it's a bad part.
Something's wrong. We gotta check something. Something's not right.
Right. And I use this gauge to check the bottom of it, make sure all this lined up. Set it in there. If it's sitting in there like that, it's good. Now this side, when you take this like the no-go, you can see it's like got a corner in there. That's how you know it's the no-go is not going in.
The no-go should not go in.
That's right. I use this like to check this hole right here. I stick it in there, make sure it go in there flush with that, goes in. This right here, if this goes in there, it's bad, which it does not go in there. Okay, I take this one, measure this hole. Now it goes in there nice and smooth, that's the go. Just because we got this split up here, sometimes the no-go will go slide in a little bit, but right now it's kind of tight, so it's good too. All right, I can take my thread gauge for the threads on the bottom and the top. This is the go right here. The go goes in. There we go. And the no-go, I say we run it like, turn it like 2 times on the no-go side. That lets you know it won't go, so it's good. Okay. I take this one to measure the inside of that hole right there, make sure that hole good. The other one goes in. And like on the tap on the tool inside the machine, like when it start getting like where it's hard to get in there, that means you got to change the tool out on the inside of the machine.
The tool is not taking enough material out of that hole.
Exactly. But this is the no-go. The no-go don't go, it's good. Okay, where's my other one? This for the...
But that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of the parts here, when they come off the machine, they have to be checked. Make sure that they're good. So the end user, the customer, whether it's someone riding a bike out on the trail or it's a plane up in the sky, we want to make sure everything is good to spec, and that everything that comes out of the shop has held to a standard, and that standard is all of these tools, all of the behind the scenes of making all of this stuff happen is with these tools, these gauges, these checks, these machines, all working in conjunction with good operators.
Yes.
And it's a fun space to be in, to say the least.
I love it. I love it. I came from Kumar Tire, we're working there, and LH Thomson, they treat good people here, a great job to work for. It pays good, you know. I love it, man.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Otis.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for sticking through to the end. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. There's gonna be a lot of resources in the description section as well, including our website. So for employment resources, be sure to click that link and head over there to our website, lhthomson.com. And thank you again for sticking around. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more.